I'd like to show you a pretty interesting file. It's been on the net for a little while now, and recently, a better version of it, a more higher quality version, has been posted. I'd like to thank the folks at Facebook Finding Bigfoot who posted this and did an analysis of it. I won't go into any kind of analysis. I just wanted to post some of the images. I took some of this video and tried to boost the contrast and clean it up a little bit, stabilize it, and then oscillate it. Where you could watch it move back and forth. Reduce it to one plane of movement. So that you could fully appreciate what's going on there with the alleged Sasquatch. I just wanted to put this up and let you be the judge as to whether this thing is actually real or not. Like so many Bigfoot clips, it's like looking through a peephole. It's very enticing. It looks good, but yeah, you be the judge. Well, there you have it. Is it real? I don't know, but it could be. It's only a like so many Sasquatch videos, only just a brief glimpse through a little small opening in the tent. And this video has persisted for quite a while right now on the internet. It's still generating quite a bit of stir, and I decided to go back and look at it with some fresh ideas about enhancement. What I wanted to do, this video was taken by a gentleman by the name of Rick Dyer, and he took this video through a tent flap that had the mosquito netting, the screen on it. And this was at a very close range, but it has that grid pattern in front of it. And I was thinking about using filtration to try to get that grid pattern diminished as much as possible. And I thought that I could probably do that. And in doing so, if I could diminish the grid pattern, then I could boost the contrast. Normally if you boost the contrast, you're going to boost the contrast of the grid pattern too. But if I'm able to diminish it first through filtration and then do the boost, then I will perhaps boost the actual image of the subject a good bit higher, and I'll be able to see some more detail. And perhaps it would tell me something that would help me make up my mind, and maybe help you make up your mind. And like I said, there's an old saying in astronomy: you get 1% increase in resolution, and you're going to see 10 new things, and that generally holds true. What I wanted to show you here is what I found by using those methods, and to me it seems very profound. I mean, when you get something this good, well, let me just show it to you. And you have to have pretty good control of your video using this jogger. And, there it is right there. Make sure that I got it in screen good enough. Okay, there we go. And no doubt if you've been interested in this field of study for a while, you probably have already seen this, but let me just work it back and forth here for you. You see those neck muscles and stuff, and that's all very impressive, but wait till I get on over here a little bit. Now, here we go. See it? Notice it brightened up in the filtration. You'll see that screen almost disappear. And watch the subject's left eye. It will be to our right as the viewer. And watch it. Look at that. And I want to show that to you. Look at this area right here. That's that left eye. Now watch it closely. Look. Oh. Ain't that something? Look at that. It blinks. It blinks. And it looks like it's also blinking with the other eye as well. It closes its eyes. And why it does that, I don't know, but wow. Now this adds a fresh perspective on this video. I think its stock just went up. There you go. I hope you can see it like I can see it. And I will post the raw file as well. Pay particular attention. Look at it close. Open, close. Open, close. I'm going to run it through and you'll see it just blinks. That's how fast it does it. It does it just that fast. You'll see the face change expressions too. Look at that. See the eyes move, the face move, but watch it blink. Now, of course, they can do that these days with special effects. I mean, it's we all know that, but also real live, creatures also blink their eyes. I blink my eyes. It's very difficult to make a mask that does that so well. Let me show you how quickly it does it full speed. That's it. You just saw it. You just saw it right there. And I'm going to slow it down. Slow it down. Look at that. Look on the other side. You can see the eye move on there as well. Both eyes went shut. And I try to entertain other possibilities as well. I just can't come to any other conclusion other than they shut. You might have blurred. I don't think they blurred enough to accomplish that. No, it looks like an open and shut case for the eye. Anyway, I thought you'd like to see that.
I've got some more on the infamous tent peeker video, the one taken by Rick Dyer in Texas last year. And now that I've got a little bit of a tool to work with to try to get some of those tones down a little bit on that mesh screen, then I'm able to kind of get the contrast up on the subject itself. And then I begin hand stabilization, which is, far more accurate than, the computer programmed anti-shake type stuff. So I took it individual frames and I stabilized it on the subject's nose, because when it turns around to look back at the camera, its nose is showing dead center of the face. So you got a pretty good little run of frames with it in that position. What you're looking to do, if you hold that nose dead still in one spot, everything surrounding it that moves is going to become more obvious. So I'm looking for facial expression, facial movement, eyes, lips, anything that shows around that nose. Let's look at the raw footage first. Let's take a look at it. Now this has already been stabilized by a computer, but it's not good enough. As you can see, the subject is still moving around. Quite a bit of movement there, so we want to get it better than that. So I'm going to go into a hand stabilization. Once again, this is a frame-by-frame hand-stabilized clip here, and it's holding it dead steady on the nose, dead center with the nose. Anything going on around that face is going to be seen. Any kind of movement is going to be more obvious. And this is at live speed, so you have to look at it close. And then I'm going to switch over to a slow-mo for your benefit, so you can see them the frames kind of click through, one at a time. And I will say this, I wasn't that interested in this video until I saw the eye blink. Now, I had been planning and thinking about using some filtration processes on it, and I sat down last night when I had some time, and I did that, and I saw the eye blink. Now, that when you see a physiological function like that occur, you definitely got my attention. It's like this with Bigfoot evidence. It's very rare. And if you said that it all was either a mistake or a hoax, you would probably not be embarrassed much. So my threshold is about 20%. If a piece of evidence reaches a 20% probability of being real, then I will agree to be hoaxed rather than let it go. And at this point in time, it's reached that 20%. With what I see here. So, could it be a hoax? Yes, it could be a hoax. It could be a very clever hoax, but it's not your run-of-the-mill hoax. If it is. But, there's enough chance. It's over a 20% chance of it being real. That's pretty good. And, I say, let's give it a chance to be real. Okay, here we go. Let's take a look at the stabilized versions, and just watch the face all around that nose. You'll watch that nose just sit in one spot, and then we'll switch to the slow-mo. Okay, let's watch it in slow motion now. Here it is. Let's watch it one more time in slow motion. Here we go. Well, there you have it. Ideal in video and images and film. And the story behind this and everything that's going on in the whirlwind of activity around this film, you probably could go over to Facebook, find Bigfoot, and learn a little more about that, and also the crypto crew who've done a lot of investigating into the case. So I will say this, that whatever you think about the person who did it, it doesn't mean much to me about who he is or what he's done or anything like that. I'm looking at this video. And so this video is it's been raised up. It raised itself up. The information was always there. But when I got this enhancements and stabilizations done, then I see what I need to see to make me think that it's above 20% at least. And with the video alone, irregardless of he's got a body and this person's seen a body, I haven't seen the body, but I would love to see it. But I'm going by the video alone and from his phone, from the phone he took out of his tent, and that takes me alone by itself above 20%, and I'm not throwing it out until I know more. But anyway, I hope this has been enlightening for you. It gives you a tool to make an educated decision about whether you want to believe this or not. That's what my goal was when I made this little clip here. So I thank you for your time.